Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages with parental consent, I think. Welcome back. Knights of the Round Records, episode 13. Lucky number 13. I'm VillosaurusWrex, and as always, to the right of me, that boy E. What's going on, E?
What up?
To the right of him, the slippery fish, Sebastian himself.
What is up?
Sheetrock.
Sheetrock is finally up.
He doesn't even know construction.
I don't. To the right of him, Rudy.
What up, guys?
And then to the left of me, as always, except for that one time when he went to part-time, Mark, Charles, what's going on?
What up?
Since the last time we spoke, there's been some interesting shit. We finally got Amigos release date.
It's about time.
Culture 2.
26 too?
January
Damn,
26th.
it drops the same
You
day
can't
as
see
Dragon
it.
Ball Z.
But Ville's wearing Culture 1. Sure.
I'm wearing Culture, the original Culture.
We're all lying to you guys. We just like to make up lies. To make
I'm
it sound
naked,
better.
actually, at the moment.
I'm over here humping in my white tee.
He's flexing.
Yeah, totally flexing. Also, since the last time we talked, 2 Chainz kind of teased another little project with Lil Wayne since Birdman's broke, which we'll talk about here in a sec too.
Too, bro.
So
is that going to be the Collie Grove 2?
I think it's going to be Collie Grove 2, but obviously
Collie
Birdman has no money to pay Lil Wayne, so Carter 5's never going to come out.
Can he file bankruptcy? Just
I need that
cases?
though.
Yeah, I feel like I do need the Carter 5. I feel like Dedication 6 was a good mixtape.
It
was.
So,
It was.
I liked it.
so I feel like...
Underrated mixtape by somebody.
but apparently...
I haven't listened to this. I don't know.
But
Can't
going
judge.
back to Birdman being broke, apparently he was forced to give up the keys to his Miami mansion
I heard about that.
because he was unable to pay
Everybody?
everyone.
You name it, he hasn't paid him.
You name it.
He hasn't paid Metro PCS either.
50 Cent's trying to be cool again, talking shit about people, but he's just in a movie and promoting vodka still. He talked shit about Jay-Z, 444, saying that that's golf course music. That he's not making music
What?
for the kids
He
these
said that a
days,
while back, though,
which is
right?
kind of something we were talking
But
about.
still,
You know?
it's like I guess that's on the level that Jay-Z is. I mean, like, who...
Yeah. He's not a
When
Marcy
you got-
Projects no more.
When you're a $1 billion
And you can call that
rapper,
golf course music?
well,
Shit.
fuck, yeah.
I want
I'll
that,
jam
I want
that shit
kind
on the
of
golf
money.
course all day.
I know. I'm
Trying to
trying to go play
compliment
golf,
me,
man.
saying I'm listening to golf course music. I can't afford to go golfing.
shit.
And
I
then
must be rich.
Lil Pump's trying to get $8 million an album from here on out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Hard pass.
No, it's a negative.
He's trash.
Does he even have a first album?
I know.
That was a clean dab.
I know, that
I
was a
appreciate
very
that.
nice
I
dab.
appreciate that.
Hey, you
Normally
know what-
I'd be pissed off if you sneezed on air, but that was the cleanest dab I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
You know what
Yeah.
DAB stands for? Destroy all bacteria.
That is.
So, dab when you sneeze, people.
Just cover your fucking mouth.
Offset's using quote unquote slurs again. Apparently, said something he can't fuck with queers.
Ooh.
But
He came back on
but-
Instagram
yeah, he
and
posted,
educated people on the definition of queer.
meaning just different. It's not normal.
Oh, is that what that was?
So he should feel offended for them not understanding what he said,
Yes.
like trying to say he's uncultured.
But
Like he's not.
At the
smart
same
enough to
time,
say
it's not
that.
the first time
Did you
that
read my album?
it's not the first time that
Do you even read?
that they've been associated with the LBT, the letters. They gave people
LBGT.
letters. I'm not offending anybody. I just don't know the fucking term.
It's
LBGT?
LBGT.
That's the one.
You're a part of the
and
community. You should
sometimes,
know.
and because of Dave Chappelle, I know there's sometimes a Q.
Sometimes you cute. You're right. Dave Chappelle did say that. But anyway, apparently he kicked a transsexual off of the photo shoot, or not the photo shoot, the video shoot for the video they did with Katy Perry, or that song they did last year. Just because he didn't want to work with that. Like that's not.
Yeah.
He was trying to portray himself around women, and it was. I mean, I guess it's a woman.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, it's just his
Hey
preference.
man, that's bullshit, man.
But-
People are getting all uptight
but-
about
but
that. It's
that-
like you're paying to make this what you want. Like if you don't want that, that's fine.
and plus,
What
it's
the
his
fuck?
preference. If he didn't,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
he doesn't want somebody there, he doesn't have
Exactly.
to have.
Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with trans people or anything, but I
Nah.
mean,
Hey, do what you do, man.
Yeah,
we support
like-
you, but I mean, you got to support some people's opinions. Not everybody's up to date with the shit, you know.
Yeah, man.
I don't feel that him saying the word queer should be
that's ridiculous.
taken in a negative term, especially when he, first off, didn't write it, because he doesn't write his own music all the time. He does pay ghostwriters, and which is kind of bad because,
Offset?
yeah,
Really?
it's not some of the best music all the time. So
Yeah, who's his ghostwriter?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably Lil Xan or something.
14-year-old.
I was gonna say because like they're not super lyrical dudes.
Nah,
I figured
man.
they would be coming up with all this stuff on their
Yeah.
own.
You
Not
would
knocking the Migos because they're probably one of my favorite groups since.
No, yeah, I mean like they have a
Slaughterhouse.
flow, like, and I'm like I fuck with them, but I'm like they're not like I'm not going there for lyrics.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be like, oh,
yeah.
they're gonna.
Bar after bar.
Yeah, they're not
after
gonna
bar.
kill every song.
Talking
Like,
about
they
different
kill
bars.
with
These are
flow.
fucking
They don't
Zans,
kill-
you
yeah,
know, like
they
different bars.
They don't kill it with like lyrics.
Bar hopping.
Soulja Boy's being sued again by a chauffeur.
He's still around.
People actually care enough about him to sue?
No.
Well, apparently he's got like $20 left, so they're just trying to get it from him. Flexing in Airbnbs and rented cars and stuff. Why not?
You ever see that Texas video and heard that song?
Nuh-uh.
That is the worst piece of shit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
You've heard.
And he's,
Yeah.
and he's
He
actually heard,
disrespected
he's
that.
actually
He
heard piece of
disrespected
shit
Texas.
drop on the ground.
But
before.
oh my god, y'all gotta hear that. It's the
Why do I gotta hear it if
the
you
worst because you know what the bar is for the worst piece of shit.
Turns out the Migos are okay with Joe
heard Cardi
Budden,
B
but
is
he's
that counts.
way too deep into hip hop. Just too into, he don't think that they're too deep. He's in the game. Blah blah blah. No hard feelings with Joe Budden, from what they say, the Migos. So that's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean they won that exchange. If you want to have a win and
So
loss,
a guy who's not
Yeah.
exchanging.
You know,
Yeah.
and I agree with that 100% because to have like actual beef, to call it beef, in my opinion, you got to be swinging back and
Yeah,
forth.
it's gotta be a
like
rebuttal.
as short as the fucking Mace Cameron shit was.
That
it
was
was
a beef.
there.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was a
that
beef.
was comically short.
Someone swung,
That was-
the other one swung, they ended it. Cool,
Yeah.
not a big deal.
Wrap it
The
up.
Migos came out and said, fuck Joe Budden, called him a pussy.
Pussy.
Yeah, that dirty ass ad
Fucking
lib.
ad lib.
But
So legit, I love it.
nothing. Like
I say it all the time.
not even a Joe Budden like.
I say the word too.
Not even like 3 or 4 bars from Joe Budden, but just I respect the song, I respect the beef, whatever. But Joe Budden had a point,
I'm a beefitarian. I love that shit.
I mean, you can't put someone who has bars against people who don't have bars. We're just saying right now, Migos aren't all bars,
Nope.
so you say you can't really have that. You can't really fucking
Migos are
have
trash.
Joe Budden
I mean,
who
you
has
can,
bars.
he just didn't.
It's just gonna destroy him.
Yeah.
But I think any response was better than none.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Especially
Yeah.
if you were gonna destroy him.
because I mean,
I might as well. Someone call me pussy and I
You
rap
just
and it's in a rap.
You
I
made
would've
Bass lose
fucking-
his neck right there.
yeah.
When Bass gets serious, like his shoulders start
I had to
shrugging.
switch shoulders. Y'all saw that.
Shucks the fucking shoulders.
Yeah.
He's got massive shoulders.
And then
that's
the
probably-
Nah,
funniest,
there's tiny.
the funniest shit
There's mediums.
that I've heard in a while, and this is me not being biased just because I don't like XXXTentacion, because I've never been a fan of Tupac either. But
I think if your name takes that long to pronounce, you shouldn't be a rapper.
XXXTentacion,
Wait, where's the comparison
Was-
there? I gotta hear
what's
this.
that?
What are you talking about?
XXXTentacion was on a live stream with DJ Academics,
damn. I was gonna tag you on that,
and he
but-
was talking about how do you compare it to people like Tupac and stuff, and X took fucking offense to it and was like, "Don't ever compare me to that nigga, dude. Don't ever. I'm better than him. Always will be better than him." And so,
Wow.
as a fan of hip hop, but never a fan of Tupac, and less of a fan of XXXTentacion, shut the fuck up and go to jail already, dude. That's plain and simple. Just be there. Get locked up. Go play with the boys in jail.
I mean, I don't remember Pac like ever having to, I mean, Pac was controversial on some of the shit that he got involved in. Obviously, went to jail for some certain shit, but
It's more like street shit. It
but-
wasn't like shit
but
he's
You're
doing.
hood. You're not fucking touching little girls.
but
Like,
to get mad when you're in comparison to Tupac.
all right,
Yeah.
well, this
Not that
just
he even
in, not to
belongs
cut
on
you
there.
off, but Kodak Black's house just got raided by the police, and he's back in
Fuck.
jail for possession of guns and drugs.
You
So,
fucking 19-year-old just learned already.
well, that was the end of Kodak Black, and I actually like Kodak, man. Like, I could jam his shit.
You know what,
Painting
man?
pictures was dope.
I gotta say something about Kodak because I never really fucked with him.
Don't say it.
Never really fucked with
Man,
him.
don't say it, man.
The other, well, I guess it was the top 10 or the 2017 wrap
He's gonna
up.
say it.
Yeah,
You put Kodak on the list, right?
I did.
He's saying it.
I went and listened to that album, man. It was fucking pretty good.
Painting Pictures, really good
It's
album.
not bad. I said it. I'm just gonna say it. Painting Pictures was
Yeah, you know,
7 out of 10.
Vil turned me on to painting pictures, and I wouldn't have listened to it had it not been for Vil.
I
So.
haven't heard it yet.
I've been trying
Hey,
to clap somebody
you
like
might-
that.
It's different, man. It really is. But
You might not
it's
like it
actually good.
initially because I didn't, but once it like grows on you, you'll be like, "Fuck, I fuck with this." No lie.
I mean, I'll give it.
That's-
I'm always down to give music chances.
I mean, you
I just haven't heard it
He's
yet.
gonna come back. He's
He's
like,
gonna come back.
it's like
Fuck
I
Kodak
listened. He's
Black.
like, I listened to it.
No,
I
man,
gave it a
no,
chance.
man.
Same thing you did with 21.
Fuck it. I don't like it.
Hey,
21 fucking
Hey,
sucks.
remember last time I had to listen to
Hey,
Without
I
Warning?
stand by everything
Fuck
I
Kodak
said
Black.
about 21. He's fucking trash.
Fuck 21.
But no, there's a couple songs that I like from Kodak.
He's gonna come out with some like weird ass fucking.
I remember me chasing my buddy Dre. We were on we're going to like a Comic-Con, and we went, and it was like when Tunnel Vision was just like
Yeah.
first
shit.
came on, and there was like the video of that little kid, and he was just like that. So it came on that like we Chase put it on, and then like we didn't even talk about it, nothing. He just put it on, and I was driving, and I look at Chase, and I'm doing it, and I look at Chase, and he's doing it back. And it was fucking hilarious.
I'm glad you brought up Comic-Con because crazy thing happened to us this past week. Me mostly, but to us as a collective.
Not me though.
So I went to this huge
Rudy.
party. When we decided it was almost 4 years back
2014.
in 2014.
It was.
Y'all both
we looked
went?
it up.
No, I went.
I just know about it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I went to this huge party. This dude named Jared Gwines threw this huge birthday party for himself, and it was crowdfunded. He had a whole bunch of 90s hip hop artists there. He had Ninja Turtles. He had everything. I went to this shit. It was dope as fuck. So I follow this guy on Facebook. We're friends. I actually won the contest, so I had VIP. I have a whole other story that if y'all want to hear, meet me at a bar. I'll tell you about it, where I partied with Kevin Eastman, the co-creator of Ninja Turtles, and Ernie Reyes Jr., who played Kino. So fast forward till now, he posted a picture of Vanilla Ice, some Ninja Turtles, and a rapper by the name of Forgiato Blow. And he was like, oh, hey, so cool how people are still living my experience. And I commented on it, and I was like, yo, the dude in the Lakers jersey is actually named Forgiato Blow. And he just did a song with Rick Ross, Vanilla Ice. It's called Vanilla Sprite Remix, and he's got some 90s references in there. It's pretty dope as hell. Well, that led to some people like, oh, hey, cool, I'll check it out. So a dude named Johnny Wong, or I want to say I'm pronouncing that right, commented on there and said, yo, I'm one of the Turtles, thanks for the support. Kind of blew it off. I didn't think anything of it, you know.
You think it was actually him?
So the dude sends me a message on Facebook and adds me as a friend, and says he's actually one of the Ninja Turtles that tours with Vanilla Ice and is in that music video. So I want to give a huge shout out to Johnny Wong, or Huang, I'm not too sure how to pronounce that last name. Correct me in the messages, bro. They've been to our hometown plenty of times. Hopefully we'll have them on the show here soon, talk about how that influences, how the Turtles have still had big influence since Ninja Rap in the 90s came out.
Yeah.
And they were actually on a tour on a cruise ship called Ship Hop. And so shouts to them. Shouts to Vanilla Ice, who they sent me a picture of them to back on U.S. soil. So glad to have y'all. Glad to know y'all had a safe trip. Shouts to Vanilla Ice. Shouts to Forgiato Blow, who followed me on Twitter, and you can have the links to all of our Twitters down below.
Not mine.
Except for Rudy's, it's not at Rudy Poo. So
Leave
yeah,
Wait, that's
Leave
not
me-
him?
No, leave me alone.
Shit,
Don't
I've
bother
been
me.
following the wrong poo this whole time.
so yeah. Shouts to
I've been
them,
following
man.
shit.
It's crazy. Hip hop brings so many people together. I'm friends with a fucking Ninja Turtle now, man. It's awesome. I love
That's
it.
wild. We gotta make the
Definitely,
next. Are they gonna have a big show soon, like this year or no?
I really don't know, man. So I'm following him closely. I'm asking him stuff. Hopefully, we talked about him possibly coming on the show.
That'd be awesome.
And so if we can get these Ninja Turtles on the show, just to talk about it, man. You know, I partied with Jason Ibarra that one night too, and he's one of the Ninja Turtles. He signed actually that Ninja Turtle shirt that's signed by Ernie Reyes Jr. Excuse me, and Kevin Eastman. So I have that shirt, and it has the other sign of Jason Ibarra, who played
Goddamn.
Babu in the Ninja Turtles. No, I'm sorry, in the Power Rangers. So cool shit, man. I've had an interesting life, but on top of that,
I'm doping out
Basically,
your dope
this is all
shit.
about me.
yeah, so this is
We're
my
gonna call it a night
podcast. We're
right
not
now.
talking about hip hop anymore. It's good talking.
Fill of the
to
Round
y'all.
Records.
Oh shit, we're still here?
He's passed out.
Oh shit! So
No.
the charges for Kodak Black are gun possession, weed possession, child neglect, and he will remain in custody for violating his 2 ongoing probation. So
And just
So it's a wrap.
toss it.
he's in for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
He really is.
Just when I
I
was
want to give a
waiting-
shout out real quick
just-
to this
just
local
one, yeah.
smoke shop in town called Smoke Bomb. These dudes are cool as hell, man. If you're in Corpus Christi, Texas, and you need any glass or any cigarillos, incense, rolling papers, pre-rolled cones, they have like cool drinks there. Me personally, I go there for CBD stuff. I suffer from some serious anxiety, so they have a whole bunch of CBD stuff, some lollipops, some gummies, pure CBD crystals and stuff. So if you need that stuff, go check them out. 4902 Holly, Suite 102. Hit them up, 361-452-4333. This isn't a sponsored ad or anything like that. The dude was just cool as shit, really helped me out. He said he's into hip-hop. He dug the shirt. Like I said, I'm rocking a Migos shirt. So huge shout out to them. Go see them if you're in Corpus and you need glass, you need papers, you just want to go talk
You want to walk
hip hop, you just want to go to a shop or anything
Just
like
walk
that.
in a shop,
Eric's
walk
been there
into a shop for a
before.
while.
Yeah, he's
had a
a
very pleasant experience.
he's a visitor of the shop. I'm the visitor of the shop. I've got some CBD lollipops and some CBD pills in front of me. So, but let's get into this music, guys. So last week was me. Yours truly.
Of course, it's the theme of the
Yeah.
show.
Let's name this episode, Bill.
The name of the
Love
game is
it,
called
Rudy.
I Win.
It's true.
Why?
Well,
Because I win.
But actually, if you
give
remember,
me all the
if
easy
you
ones.
remember the game, we all lost.
God damn, mother.
Damn.
Anyway,
So this has been Nights of the Round Records. We're gonna go. All right. So
And hold on, let me just say something before we get into this. Kodak had over 20 grams of cannabis. That's quite a bit of weed right there, man.
That is a fact.
It could be more.
I'd be having some fun with some 20 grams, boy. I'll tell you that right now.
sorry. So let's talk Slaughterhouse. I picked 2012. The 2012 album, Welcome to Our House, Deluxe Edition by Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse, one of my top 10 artists, I guess a collective, if you will. Joe Budden, Joel Ortiz, Crooked Eye, or King Crooked, whatever you want to call him by, and Royce the 5'9". Royce the 5'9", as y'all know, did Bad Meets Evil with Eminem. Joe Budden was famously beefing with the Migos, famously no longer on Everyday Struggle, and he had that one song, Pump It Up.
Pump it up.
Joel Ortiz, if you're not into underground rap and hip hop, you probably never heard of him. Same with him with Crooked Eye. Slaughterhouse came as a collective because of a Joe Budden song on his album with Halfway House called Slaughterhouse, and they all did it together in 2008. So they formed a group. Since then, they've done some shit. They did their debut album. It was called Slaughterhouse. Then they did another album that was called Welcome to Our House, and then supposed to be working on another album hopefully soon, but probably not, because apparently Joe Budden retired from rap. So let's get into it, guys. We'll start with E. Welcome to Our House, Deluxe Edition. Favorite track off the album?
Man, I had a few. I had a few on here. I will say one thing. This is one of those albums that you know how we talked about it before, where they kind of stack the fucking big hits in the front, and then kind of towards the end, it kind of gets sort of draggy.
Mm-hmm.
This is not one of those for me. Some of my favorite songs were towards the back end of the album. I'm probably gonna say my favorite was probably Die.
Yeah, it's a dope song, dude. I fucking love that song.
I think that one, but also Park It Sideways.
Park that motherfucker sideways. Hell yeah,
That's
man.
that fucking beat was fat as shit. It was extra
Whoa.
thick. It had hips. Goddamn.
Come on, don't.
But did that bitch slap?
I think it did.
She backhand.
But I gotta say, it sounded a lot like a Lupe Fiasco type beat to me. I didn't look it up, but I meant to look up who produced it, so I was just kind of curious on that. If you have that,
Montgomery, Joel Ortiz, Joe Budden was on it. As producers, I'm sorry. Kane Beats, Eminem,
That's why it's Kane.
Ashanti the Mad Violinist, Floyd.
Kane and Lupe did a lot of collabs. So.
Kane on
yeah.
the beat, yeah.
So yeah. So favorite track, definitely Park It Sideways and Die.
Yeah, it's gonna be those two.
And it's just a long ass album, dude.
Yeah, it was really long.
The non-deluxe edition was 64 minutes and 22 seconds long. The deluxe edition,
An hour 21.
I was gonna say
yeah,
it was
80
long.
minutes and 30 seconds long. Producers, Eminem, executive producer on it, Alex the Kid, A-Rap Music, Black Key, Hit Boys, Kane Beats, Street Runner, The Mad Violinist, T-Minus, Justice League. I mean, everybody was on this, dude. Like, it was dope. A couple singles that you probably still never heard of because Slaughterhouse was never really that big, like, radio band.
No,
you know?
they definitely didn't get the fucking play that they should have, I think.
Yeah, they got
For a super group, you know?
Hammer
Yeah.
Dance,
Yeah.
My Life, Throw It Away. That was a good one too.
Throw it away, yeah.
But yeah,
I like the Flip a Bird also. That was my shit too.
That was dope.
definitely.
Reminded me
Bass,
a lot of my life.
favorite track off the album.
I would have to agree. Die was fucking hard, and like how most of ours, like you said, a lot of the songs, like albums we picked, like not on purpose, but a lot of them were like heavy in the front, and then they would kind of die towards the end. Like they weren't worse songs. They weren't as hype. They weren't like real bangers. You know, they were still solid songs for most of the albums we picked. But yeah, I would have to agree. Die went fucking hard. I probably have to be Die and Goodbye. The last two songs, like, felt like they were like the end of the albums. Like, we're going fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye
And then,
is so fucking deep.
And Flip a
dude.
Bird was sick. Yeah, like Goodbye was like whenever I first had heard it, I thought it was like already towards the end of the album because it sounded like it was like, you know, they were gonna go out with a bang, and then there were still a couple more songs. And then you hear Die, and you're like, oh fuck, like they're not done yet.
I got a note.
Even the outro, they go in.
Oh,
I made a note right here on. Let me see, where is it here? The Other Side. It's towards the back end of the album, but I had made a note here that even said they're saving the best for last. Royce the 5'9" went beast.
Yep.
Yeah, you fucking did.
Uh,
That was loud as fuck.
sorry about that.
You leave your toys at home, okay?
My bad, man. I didn't think I had it with me. Sorry.
Rudy, favorite track off the album.
Just to talk about the album a little bit. I mean, I'm not a big on Slaughterhouse. I'm not like real. I don't listen to him a lot. I mean, I remember in 2012 I did listen to this album, and going back to it, I'm like surprised how much. For me, it's changed a little bit. I think if you asked me in 2012, like what was my favorite track off of this one, I probably would have been a real different answer. But throughout this whole album, I listened to it, and the main thing that comes away through anytime I hear it is always Royce the 5'9" and Joel Ortiz. Those are the ones that always, like, whatever song they are involved, they're the ones like I heard the most, like, you know, that I would like pay attention to, that I felt like stole, you know, the whole show with this whole album. If I was gonna have to go a favorite song, I'm gonna go with "Careless Whisper" by George Michael. Just because
What? That was an option?
God damn, you threw me.
it's just that damn saxophone.
Man,
That's
I
all. Were there
fucking
hidden
knew that
tracks?
was.
How did George Michael
No, if I
Yo, hold on, time out real quick. He fucking picked me up, and we're jamming some fucking some pretty good shit. Some what were we listening to? Viscerous.
when I picked you up, it was
Yeah, listen, Kid Rock.
it was
Nickelback.
it was Haunted Shores.
Okay.
But the song that I was listening to it was just an instrumental. It's called Blast Inc. And it's a good metal song, like a good metal instrumental. But there's a point in that song where there's a sax in it. So
and then this motherfucker just changes it, and then it's like
no.
It was the same song.
No, but it ended, and then I went to a different song. I was like, oh.
And just then
He's
he just
like
hear the
that.
sax.
That
What do you-
motherfucker. We'd be going to the gym and we'd be working out. We listen to like badass song. We're all getting into it. And like we'd like dancing, singing in the car. And then as soon as I would get super high, he would change it. I'm like, you motherfucker! God damn it.
No, but
Rudy's like,
I think
you motherfucker.
favorite songs that I would listen to over and over. Frat House, Park It Sideways, and Die as well. I think those are like 3 songs towards the back end that, you know, they hit for me. So I mean, it's hard to choose between those, but I'd probably go with Frat House for me.
That's what's up. Charles, favorite track off the album.
Your mother.
I guess,
Cool,
well, first
yeah.
to give some insight
That's
on
true.
Slaughterhouse, I never really listened to Slaughterhouse until David had linked him to me.
Thank you.
About maybe 2 months ago, he showed me a song, and it just so happens to be my favorite song off the album, "Rescue Me."
This motherfucker done picked my favorite song too.
Skylar Grey. But okay, if you ever actually like listen to the lyrics and pay attention to it, some of that shit gets fucking scary. If you go back and listen to fucking King Crooked's verse, I won't go into depth about the lyrics, but you could just feel like he's hurting somewhere, and he just wants to get it over with. So I'd go "Rescue Me." And like I said, the first time I ever heard it was just 2 months ago, and then I started listening to the whole album, and then he picks it, and I'm like, oh fuck, I already know this. I already know this whole piece now. So
I'm gonna have to go with a couple songs on here as my favorites. I'm gonna have to go with "Asylum." Is a good one. One of the few songs that I like that has Eminem on it on this album.
It's funny you say that.
I have a question. Okay, go on.
Go ahead. What's your question?
No, it'll be after. I would remember.
You gotta remember, this is his show.
Yeah, I'll remember. So you go ahead.
Just finish off the whole show.
"The Coffin" is a good one. "Throw That" makes me laugh. Because of Eminem's hook. I'll throw this. What does he say? I'm gonna make you spill drinks. I don't know. He says everybody in this building's got a small ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
And so like
ding-a-lings, but not.
Yeah. I have a feeling this whole place. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm not. It's not my favorite song off the album. It just makes me laugh when I hear it because I'm like ah ha ha. And then
I think it almost
there's
up to what you were saying.
There's the one lyric where it says, "I'm trying to figure out how to fit 4 girls on one stool. Oh yeah, turn the chair upside down." Like that's what's up, you know.
Fucking in depth.
But definitely, I'm gonna get a little real deep with y'all right now.
It's getting in depth.
My favorite track off the album is "Rescue Me," specifically because of Joe Budden's verse, and it's not that I'm like a Joe Budden fanboy or anything like that. It's just
Shots.
His verse on here is so deep and so relatable to me. For those who don't know me, I have a 10-year-old girl, a little girl, and me and her mother have been separated for years, and a whole different relationship than anything right here. So he says in the song, "I got a soulmate that's naive, so the thought of me is prison to her. Baby mama that's crazy and a 10-year-old who listens to her. My fam and friends think I'm the bank, and the way they keep coming back, you think I got thanked. To you it's just a dream. To you it's a dream, to me it's labor. These aren't monsters, these my neighbors. And we watch each other's backs, I guess it's favor for a favor. Sometimes they even save me when my wrist is to the razor." And then it goes to the hook, "So can you rescue me?" And that shit's just so deep. Like, especially my kid being so close to that age, the issues that I've had. I'm a fuck up. Like, I'm an asshole. I'm rude. You meet me outside here, I'm trying to be cool as hell with you.
I'll catch you outside.
How about that?
Pull up, man.
And then wreck.
Pull up your pants.
But yeah, man, I hear this and like it hits me, man, chills down my spine. Like it's deep because it's so damn relatable, you know. But then it's like Mark said, you listen to the other people on here. Crooked Eye tell my nieces and nephews that their uncle tried to take this music to the fucking peak, but I'm still a drug dealer as we fucking speak. That's fucking weak, you know. Like these dudes have some real deep shit behind this, you know. Joel Ortiz, some real deep shit in there. God, like you actually break down the lyrics to this song, this one song, and you realize that these guys are putting their life to the paper and then spitting it on the mic. It's not just a fucking, oh, let's tell a story, blah, blah, blah. Let's make up a story. I sold drugs here, sold drugs there. That's cool. I like listening to that shit too, man. But bar for bar, which is said on this, there's not another group out there that can go lyric for lyric, bar for bar with Slaughterhouse, especially with this album. Like, there's just so much behind it, in my opinion, that makes this album dope. So, with that being said, least favorite track off the album.
I got a couple here. I mean,
oh shit!
Actually, the songs that I didn't pick, those are my least favorite.
Scroll through the fucking iPad, just
let me just look at my notes here.
I love hearing that.
I got a couple.
All right, now back to David.
All right, well, I mean, this is like the song I'm gonna skip section, right?
Yeah.
There was a few ones.
So I hate this song. This is it right here.
I'm gonna say, "Throw That." That's one that I'm definitely skipping. I'm just not trying to hear that stupid shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of them.
I think that was the time where Eminem came back with D12 and was just
he
like
did all that
my
stupid shit.
salsa,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
my band and shit. Like,
although I will say my band, that song was kind of good. Like, I kinda fucked with that.
but it was a corny song.
Yeah. I guess maybe if I were
It's a playful song.
I don't know. It depends on like everybody has their corny song where like
Yeah,
dumbass song that they listen to.
It's
And
their guilty pleasure.
to other people, it's shitty, but to some, it's my song.
I know I'm still listening to fucking
Cody
Carly Rae
Spears,
Jepsen.
I know.
Huh?
What?
Call Me Maybe.
Call Me Maybe, man. She's
Backstreet Boys.
fine as shit. Hit me up. No,
That's her.
we did it. The skit. I'm gonna skip down to. You said Asylum was one of your favorites. I'm skipping that one. It sounded like the same old Eminem to me. That's oh, you know what? The last one, Place to Be. That's a fucking automatic skip. I didn't even listen to it. It's an auto skip because it has Flat Earther B.O.B. Not dealing with the B.O.B. I don't want to hear any Flat Earth slander. Don't at me.
At him.
Slandering Flat Earth, or you. Or
Yeah, no one's
I
slander
thought we
ever.
agreed that Earth was thick.
Earth is extra thick.
Okay, so we're thick Earth followers.
Thick Earth.
Thick and hearty.
Thick and hardy. Word to Whataburger.
Shouts to Whataburger, bring that shit back.
Oh my god.
Bastly's favorite track off the album.
How many can I have? I'm just kidding. No, honestly, I didn't really have a problem with this album. I just thought it was fucking hilarious that Eric is like, let me scroll, because usually it's me and y'all are all hating on me for it.
Let me
I was
get
like,
my notes out.
So I was happy that Eric had the hate flow through him.
I always have the hate flowing through me, man. It's like
Hey, we're the Sith.
it's like it's in my blood, man.
I usually sound like I usually sound like the contrarian, but honestly, like this album was pretty good. I didn't really have a problem with anything, but I'm not a fan of Busta and Coffin. His part in it, like,
Weak ass.
I'm glad he was only the hook though.
yeah,
definitely.
Which I mean, the rest of it was good,
But still,
I didn't
but it
really
was
have
like a
anything,
weak-ass hook.
any problem with any of the real songs. It's just that hook, like, did not. It didn't do anything for me, so I would have
Call
to put
another
that.
body
As,
by another coffin.
What up?
yeah, he's just screaming the whole time, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll
Not
skip
your
that.
typical Busta.
No, it is.
It's
Typical
like-
Busta.
I don't know. A lot of people are like, dude,
I won't
he's
make up
got
excuses.
range. He's done so much shit. I was like, but none of it has been great. It's just been like whatever in everything he does. He does a lot
He
of
got
stuff.
famous for rapping fast.
I heard
Yeah,
Look
that's
at Me
pretty much
Now.
it. And
I heard that song.
Who?
That song
Look
goes
at Me
down.
Now.
Yes. I think Breezy murdered him.
I heard that song. Yeah.
Personally, I think Breezy and Wayne fucking
wasn't a fan of that
washed
song,
him.
but
I think Lil Wayne was the best on
It's
that.
like the only Lil Wayne verse I like.
No. That's cute.
no, old,
That's fucking cute.
old Wayne was dope.
The whole I Feel
New
Like
Wayne, I
Dying
ain't
song
fucking
is
with Wayne,
beautiful.
but-
Lil Wayne was the best rapper alive for some time.
That's just the way it is.
Rudy, least favorite track off the album.
Do I have to only give one?
God damn it, what are y'all?
God.
Y'all are fucking haters today.
Hey, I only get one, bro.
Alright,
I
so
you.
started off, I'm gonna follow on what Bass said. Coffin was not feeling Busta Rhymes. And like, look, this is not to say the songs that I don't like that they're not lyrically killing it. Like, because again, like I said, Royce the 5'9" and Joel Ortiz for me carried it, but just Coffin wasn't doing anything for me. It was, I don't know, it kind of like made me mad that I had to listen to it. You know,
It was that hook though.
it was a hook. It was mainly the hook that got me. Throw It Away. I could not. Again, it's not the lyrics from everybody else. It's just Swiss Beats was getting on my nerves, and
Cheated on Alicia Keys. I hate that motherfucker.
the beginning.
Dumbass.
And
dummy.
I might catch some flack for this. I might
Of course.
be hated for this.
What the?
I'm skipping Rescue Me.
God, you son of a bitch.
I'm skipping Rescue Me because I mean Skylar Grey again. That's one of the things.
I don't like Skylar Grey.
Skylar Grey just kills it for me. It's like
Skylar Grey on this album was Eminem's fault. Plain and simple. That's all it was.
I believe that.
Because she's been on every fucking Eminem album since Eminem
But
found out about Skylar Grey.
but Rescue Me.
Her pussy must be bomb or something, dude, because he puts her on everything.
Rescue Me was just like
I've never even seen her.
I like-
I've never seen her either.
She's probably fucking a 90-year-old white bitch.
maybe. But I pass on Rescue Me. It's just like I don't have the patience to just deal with it. Like it's just
On my
You know.
note for that song, I said Skylar Grey is overrated, but the song is good.
Just a little intermission right there.
You gotta have some negative. It's like a backhanded compliment.
Yeah, you
It
gotta
is a
throw some
backhanded
salt.
compliment.
I gotta slap you, but then tell you I love you right after.
You gotta get
Yeah.
the salt to enjoy the sugar, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, but those are my three.
I got 3.
God. Charles, these are check off the album.
David's
I'm sorry.
crying.
I'm sorry I had to do this on your
I'm a
on
big-
your
I'm a
show.
Day. On your damn days.
I'm a big fan of
That's
T Minus and the way he produces songs. If you're not familiar with T Minus does the motto for Drake, hyphen for Drake, She Will for Lil Wayne, I'm on one, DJ Khaled, but I'm skipping Frat House. And I'm more skipping it for
Mostly because Rudy said it was one of his favorite songs.
Well, no, yeah, fuck that guy.
I'm more a sorority guy myself.
I'm not. I don't want to skip Frat House. I just want to move
for
it.
other reasons. And
Alright.
I don't really want to skip Frat
Sounds
House
like
as much
Groove
as I want to move it from that part of the album to another part because I think Rescue Me should precede Goodbye. From the way Rescue Me was set up to the way Goodbye kind of closes it, I think the two are a mutual song in my eyes. So that's why I'd skip Frat House.
That's it. It's your only one?
That's my only one. I'm not a big fucking hater.
Hot take right there.
I'll skip the skits, the intros, the outros.
I don't
need
really
them.
count skits as like I won't put them as songs, so I won't even include them.
But
I won't put them on.
Walk of Shame is probably one of the ones that I'll have to skip. It's towards the end on the Deluxe album.
Damn, that's crazy you said that.
To me,
fuck him up, Eric.
I know I'm about to drop this dude right
Kick
now.
his ass.
I don't know.
Never.
This is the
I'll
one.
never
This is
put
the
my
one
hands up.
time that I've hated on more than like one song. And
I like the
You
song.
Fucking asshole.
I'm like,
I like the song.
I didn't pull
Oh
a
wait, no,
bass.
you weren't here for mine.
The other
Neither
one,
of y'all were here for mine.
the other one that I would skip would probably
No,
be
I'm sorry about that.
Goodbye, because I feel that.
Oh, I forgot about that one. I
Watch
think
y'all's
that one just like it kind of it lowers the mood so bad.
See, and that's what I was about to say. Rescue Me brings the tone of the album down a little bit,
Totally.
and
Totally.
it gets deep, and then
It gets boring.
and then you get Frat House, which is a hype song, and then you get Goodbye, where it's just,
It just
talking
kinda-
about
in the middle-
everything
in the middle of what
fucking dark, and then you get Park It
I
Sideways.
like that, man.
Yeah.
No,
in the middle of that,
I get it.
though. In the
I like
middle of
Goodbye,
that.
Goodbye, in my opinion, should have been the last song. Goodbye. Let's go from fucking hyped, dip it a little
Maybe,
bit,
yeah.
go
Let's all
hyped
kill
up again,
ourselves, yeah.
and then end it. And
then-
end it deep and dark, just like it was. Goodbye's a good song. There's a whole bunch of shit in it that I really like because
like
it's a deep song, but.
Fucks with it.
I think I go with Mark. I think position of the song is there, and I think Walk of Shame probably is the same reason. I think it's just the position of the song. I think flip those two songs, Goodbye and Walk of Shame, and I probably wouldn't have a problem with either one of them. I think it's just all there. Did you want another one, Bass? I know you.
No, I was reading what they were.
Delicious.
You don't even know how to read.
That's
They're
true.
delicious.
Quick shout out, McAllister's Peanut Butter Crispy. Shout out. They're good.
That's not even what it says.
Like, fucking Michael White again or what with the?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Listen here.
Let me tell you what.
If
K-pop fan-
anybody can escalate a situation to make it worse, here you go. It's fucking Mark.
She coming for us now.
All right. Out of 5 flames, Eric, what do you got in it?
man, you know what? With the
2.2.
wait,
Not using the metric system.
yeah, not the metric
God,
system.
This
no.
is never gonna die.
Nah, man. Truly, I did enjoy the album. I'm gonna give it 3 flames out of 5.
Bass.
I like the album. It was pretty good. It was pretty solid. I would give it 3.5.
Rudy.
I am also gonna agree with Eric. I'm gonna give it 3 flames.
Charles.
I'm gonna hop on the 3.5.
I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna give it a 4.
So 3-5 all around.
Yeah, consistent.
Nah, 4 all around. It's his show.
He's also
Four way around.
He didn't pick
Doesn't
five.
matter what we say.
It's the best album we've ever heard.
Oh, I had a question earlier.
It's not your show.
But it's a question for him.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, that Eminem's not in the crew, but he's like heavily part of the crew.
Yeah.
Like he
founded him.
He founded him. He's featured in a
Well,
lot of
technically,
music.
he
They
didn't-
work
He
together.
didn't find them. This was all Joe Budden's doing. Like I said, he had a song called Slaughterhouse as the collective. M saw it and was like, "Yo, make this shit an album. Make y'all shit a group and do it." And then they did it. So, continue.
Well, he's heavily influenced,
Yeah.
or like they have a lot of
they're signed to Shady Interscope. So
exactly. Like they're a big
Or
part.
were, I don't know if
And you hearing that, and that being the album you picked and your favorite group since you've said since the first show, how do you feel about old M rapping with them compared to new M now? What are your thoughts on the whole change of...
You know what? I'll say this. I liked the Chloroseptic remix. I think mostly because 2 Chainz was on it.
Yep.
And M came with bars. Didn't come with fucking dad rap. Like, he came with some bars.
Is that a thing?
It is, man, I guess. He fucking came with that soft-ass fucking, I love you. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not down with that. I'm not listening to that shit. That's why I'll pass on Revival all day, every day. But he was influenced, quote-unquote, he was quote-unquote influenced by Joe Budden to talk shit on the Chloroseptic remix.
Yeah, because he was
so
talking shit
apparently,
about his album, yeah.
Apparently, well, according
that was
to
another question, yeah, because they were cool,
according
and then
to Joe Budden,
hating on his album. That was another part of it.
According to Joe Budden, that's not to him. According to people around M, it is. And according to people around M, M's like, oh, you didn't hear that clearly to you, Joe? I got something else for you. So apparently there's another song coming that's directed at Joe Budden, and it's like, hey, this ain't for any other motherfucker than you.
Yes.
So,
yes. I love mad rappers, dude.
Exactly.
It's the best.
And
it's the most competitive.
That's what I'm getting back to.
That's what we fucking lost in the hip hop game, man.
That's what I'm going back to.
Fuck.
Revival sucked. Revival sucked.
For the next.
But the spark under Eminem's ass in fucking the Chloroseptic remix.
That's what I want.
That's the M I want to hear.
I want a hot
this corny joking around M and stuff like that. Like throw it away. I like the song. It's cool. It makes me laugh. It's got that cool beat. Whatever, you know. Not throw it away. Throw that.
And then throw it away.
And then throw it away. But throw that. It's got that cool beat. They talk some shit. They have some fun. You hear some different bars, some punchlines, some metaphors, whatever. That throw this dick on you, girl, coming from Eminem. It's corny, it's funny, you know, it's whatever. But it's like I said, it goes back to him being with D12 and doing that My Salsa. Listen to D12's World, the Devil's World, Devil's World, the first one, all fucking flames. I would jam D12's first album all day. Yeah. Their second album,
it's a lot heavier.
It's corny, man. The second one's fucking corny, you know. Damn,
that's some sad shit, ain't it?
So there's more breaking news. Shots fired at Yams Day concert tonight in New York City. Yams Day is thrown by the ASAP crew, isn't it?
Yeah.
For ASAP Yams.
Yeah.
Today's the anniversary.
And so now there's shots fired at their concert.
Somebody shot.
Oh, he thought there was like fucking.
No, like
shots fired.
Literally shots
like
fired.
Guns.
Yeah, literal guns. Shots fired. The fucking spot.
Dingus.
Shut up,
dingus.
He did it again.
Get that out of here.
God damn it, Mark.
So yeah,
settle down.
Did
But that goes back to
or they just shot at it? Did everybody get fucking?
I don't know if anybody got
no
hurt.
words yet.
Damn, that sucks.
Just said that.
But going back to your answer, I feel like a spark ignited M is better.
Yeah,
that's what I want to hear.
Real, that's
the M I want to hear.
I want to hear old
talking
man
about their beef. I want to hear that from M, and I hope that K Dot's not the only person that Joe Budden will come out of retirement for. I want to hear him take the swing at M. I want them to be in the studio and dap it up and be like, yo, hey, that was fun. Now we're done. You know? I want to hear that. Because I think a spark ignited M and the lyricism of Joe Budden, swing for swing, is going to be a great contest. And it won't come down to... I mean, it'll always come down to fucking Budden Hive and stands. Like, it's always going to come down to that shit. But I feel like for those of us who actually enjoy hip-hop and listen to that shit, it's going to be like, alright, M said this and got bars. Joe said this and killed him. M said this and got Joe. Yeah. Joe done pissed him off and said this. Alright, cool. And that's all in just one track versus each other. That's how it's going to be. Yeah. It's not going to be song after song after song. They can legit pull off a Cameron Mace beef in one song and body each other 10, 15 times easily.
Yeah.
Unlike, I mean, Mace said some funny shit. Cameron said some funny shit back. Cool, done. They squashed it. But it was only a couple punchlines. To them, I think M and Joe with Spark Ignited the right way. Yeah. Them being fucking...
They're way heavier hitters.
Exactly. And I think M with the right influence has it. Joe always had it. And I'm not saying M never had it, but when you hear this new M, this
kinda
soft
lost his
M,
way. Yeah.
I feel like he lost his way. Has he? No, because obviously we heard the Chloroseptic remix and he had some bars in there. I mean,
He was just experimenting with some stuff. that
exactly.
didn't
He's
work.
trying some new shit. Let it be.
That's
Right.
cool, but
So let's move on. Let's talk the homie WyZe, man. Homeboy Jared Lerma, aka WyZe. I rolled up on this dude one day through my buddy Art. Shouts to Art. They're buddies. For whatever reason, I'm not going to tell y'all. But they're homeboys. I met up with WyZe. Found that WyZe was into hip hop the way he was. Wound up hanging out with the homie Rob Camps and Oscar Diaz, which were the collective that founded Epic Taste Media, which is still a thing from what I'm assuming, but they have their own little things going on the side. Hung out with them in the studio, heard WyZe rapping and stuff, started hanging out with WyZe. WyZe came up with this group. Hey, let's start a group called WyZe Guys Enterprise and let's do our thing. That's what sparked my flame to start writing again. I wrote, spit some shit that never came out. It's probably sitting on WyZe's laptop. Some shit I said.
hey, I was there whenever y'all were recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We had some fun. We had the first ever WyZe Guys Enterprise meetup with corn dog grub. I hate corn dogs, but I ate them for WyZe. So that shows my love for the homeboy.
You ate his corn dog.
I ate his corn dog deep.
Oh, shit. You ate
Sicko.
a fucking corn
I
dog.
did. I ate a corn dog.
As soon as he said corn dog, Mark's head went up.
What's wrong with eat him?
So-
And then he's like, what? What's going
The
on?
homeboy WyZe is from Corpus Christi, Texas. Currently living out of San Antonio. Started out pop punk bands, reggae bands, alternative music and stuff like that. Met up with the guys from Epic Taste and started trying something new. A lot of his influences, a lot of stuff that me and Bass listen to. A lot of the rhyme sayers. That's actually one of WyZe's biggest goals from what he had told me in the past, is to get signed with rhyme sayers or to spit some verses with some of the rhyme sayers. We went to actually go see Brother Ali, Half Dozen, and Atmosphere here in our hometown of Corpus Christi, Texas, together.
Yeah, it was badass.
Probably one of the dopest experiences we've had as a group.
Yeah, I actually got to speak to Brother Ali and Half Dozen,
Yeah.
which was sick. We got a picture with them too.
Half Dozen followed me on Twitter. I don't know if he followed you, but I
He
know.
didn't. I wasn't even really fucking with Twitter back then really that much, so.
So yeah, I followed him on Twitter. Got to follow back. Shouts to Half Dozen. Shouts to Brother Ali. Shouts to Atmosphere. But yeah, E, you listen to WyZe. How'd you feel about him?
Yeah, I listened to, I think, every song that he had up on his SoundCloud. I could be wrong about that.
13 tracks, not a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, then probably, if not all of them, most of them. He makes the kind of songs that I would want to make. If I was into making music like that, he kind of has the style of songs that I would be trying to create with the jazz kind of beats that he listens to or that he uses. He also has a really good voice. I hear him like try to do not a whole lot of singing, but he does a little bit in the song.
Vocalizing, yeah.
So that's nice.
He's good on hooks. So
Yeah, and
he
his bars are good too.
Yeah, he can
got
carry himself.
some decent bars. So it's definitely a change of pace from all the trap shit that you hear now. So WyZe, if you're hearing this, definitely keep doing what you're doing. I got you on SoundCloud, so I'm ready to hear your next track whenever it's ready.
Bass.
Yeah,
How you feel about WyZe?
I've known him for a while. He shut the fuck up, dude. I've known him for a while. He used to work at Water Street, and a bunch of my friends were there. I used to work there and stuff. And Corpus was real small, so we all had a bunch of friends that worked there. And I met him through mutual friends, and he had I had found out he was making music. We would talk hip hop and stuff, and like MF Doom and stuff. And I was like, "Oh shit, you fuck with him?" And he's like, "Yeah." We talked about it before, and then he got friends with David, and I already knew him, and he showed me some music, had sent me some music and videos, and I was like, man, he's dope. I wasn't really expecting, people say yeah, make music, and you never know what to think. You're like, is he good? Is he suck?
Just gassing him up.
Yeah,
homeboy, oh, your shit's alright,
yeah. You never want to be you want to be gassing people up that it's fake or anything, but he showed me some music, and I was like, damn, this is fucking good. This is good quality. Yeah, he can carry himself on hooks. He has good rhymes, and he listens to a lot of good hip hop that me and David would always talk about and stuff. And then we went to go see that show, and it was dope. And I actually went to go see a show at the old Revo, which is now the U-Bar. They had he was performing, and I went to go see him, and Zilla was performing, and I went to go see him too. It was like perfect. I was like, all right, two of my homies like went to go see him.
Small
they
collection.
had like
It's Illa now.
Yeah, or and Illa, but at the time it was Zilla.
That's true.
And it was it was fucking dope. I got to see both of them. I had pictures somewhere on my phone. I think on my Instagram still of them performing. They both killed it. It was a fucking good time. But yeah, he's been killing it for a long time. Hopefully he's dropping an album soon, like, or new music project. I haven't heard from him in a while, but
unfortunately I haven't shared with y'all what he sent me
Sucks he
to
had to
my
move
personal
'cause I haven't talked to him in a
DMs.
while.
But I will share it on to y'all. He sent it to me yesterday. He said it was a little late. He couldn't get it to the email. He was supposed to send it to email. So underground artist KOTRR@hiphopfan.com if you're trying to get on here or just trying to be heard by us. Yeah, he was trying to send it there. He said his email was fucking up, so he sent me some stuff in my DMs, and I meant to send it to y'all. But either way, we could jam it out here in a little bit when we're done recording. But he's producing himself now, man. I mean, he's producing his own music, writing his own music, just getting it done.
Nice. Not easy.
Rudy, how'd you feel about WyZe?
When was the time that I met WyZe? Because I met WyZe back in the day when we were
When I was throwing those mad parties at that house?
but I think no, I met him there first. What I'm thinking about is the time we were at the Art Walk and that we had our stand, but we all we went on walk around, and WyZe had his own with his buddies there, and he was playing his music, selling his gear, and we were out there supporting him. I think that was the first time I heard his music, and like everybody's saying, it's a change of pace to the music, but I heard it back then. So, like, you know, even then it's still even a little more taboo to it because not many people are still, like, you know, are actually listening to that to his kind of music. And even now, because it's progressing more towards trap music, towards Amigos, towards guys, you know, might not be popular in my mind, but are popular to the public. But dude's real cool. I mean, and like when you meet him, you see it translate to his music too. You know, you could tell by talking about, like, you know who he is. And I mean, I've had it plenty of times. He might not remember me, but I remember being around him. You know, either when we had parties at your place, and like, you know, when he was around. You know, real cool dude, real nice guy. I mean, and also his music's pretty legit too. So, I mean, I'm looking and it's been a while since I heard of him. When I heard that we're gonna talk about him, I was like, man, has he come up with anything else, or, like, you know, what was the last thing I heard from him? But I am looking forward to seeing if he's gonna have some more stuff come out, or through that email he got something else. So looking forward to hearing it. Keep doing your thing, WyZe.
Charles, how'd you feel about WyZe?
It's pretty groovy, man. Seeing that I didn't know he teamed up with Rob Camps, and Epic Taste Media was kind of like their thing. I mean, I had no knowledge of that, so knowing that Rob was in there, and I'm a big fan of Mr. Camps, so that was pretty cool. There's a couple samples in there, and they used one from Christina Aguilera's Hurt, and it's just sped up, so it sounds a little bit more mousy, but it goes with the track, it goes with the beat. And then they had that Frank Sinatra song of him doing My Way, and then they rap over that. I mean, it just sounds like they're having fun, and I mean that's what I like about a lot of these underground rappers. They're not trying too hard. They're just having fun.
Being them.
Yeah, they're just having fun doing something they love doing. And I get a lot of that from WyZe, like just listening to his music, especially from the beginning. I listened from the beginning and just play that thing from the SoundCloud from there to his latest stuff on there. But I dug it a lot. So
WyZe, you know how I feel about you, brother.
I hate you.
Hate your fucking guts. We're back to Corpus already. No, but seriously, man, WyZe, I love the shit you sent me in the DMs. I need to share it with these guys around me.
Are they nudes?
They are some nudes. I really appreciate it. That extend seems to be working for you.
From 2 inches to 3 inches.
Yeah, a solid 2.5. Not using the metric system.
Around.
But yeah, man.
Are you gay talking about girth?
I've had the opportunity to work with WyZe, not only as like promoting his shows or hyping up shows, but to write with him and stuff like that. And the dude's he's serious in a different way about this music, because you get some people that are so focused on the goal of I want to make music and I want to get famous. His is just like, dude, I just want to make music. Just to make music, and like
because he enjoys doing.
You hear a lot of people say that, like, no, I'm not doing this to make money and shit. But like, he's legit that guy, you know. Like, he enjoys making his music. it'd be nice. He said it in songs before. It'd be nice, to make some money off of this and buy his mom a new car. Like that'd be dope as shit, man. I mean, that's eventually everybody's goal, But to stay as humble as you are,
get your mom out the streets.
I've been there.
That's why she shouldn't go outside.
He performed
Not the
in
streets,
front
the
of he performed in front of a solid 6 people, but he performed like he was performing in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands, with Mad Notes Los. Shouts to Carlos. They're on the saxophone, man. They did Around the World in 40 days, and I heard them play it for the first time. And that's why I picked this. I knew Rudy would enjoy the saxophone from Mad Notes Los. But yeah. WyZe, keep doing your thing, brother. I'm so excited to hear some more music. Can't wait till you come down to Corpus. We'll party it up.
Yeah, hopefully have you on a show. Talk about your music, promote new stuff you're coming out with.
Definitely, man. Be excited to hear that.
Be part of David's show.
It's our show. Motherfucking piece of fucking shit.
Oh, I love that.
What did I call you ever? You no nipple having left hair on your nut? No.
Did you go into depth like that?
I did go into the depth.
Because I don't have left hair nut.
I know, but it's on the right one you do. Not on the left. Anyway, besides the point.
Right.
Okay. How did y'all know that?
What do you even say?
If you are trying to get heard by us and you're trying to be that underground artist of the week, hit us up. Talk to E. Follow him. Eric, shout your Twitter handle.
You want to get your shit heard, send all your links, SoundCloud, YouTube,
nudes,
anything. Just send it to my Twitter. It's at EAlaman512. We'll have a link down in the description. Also, just a quick shout out to my top 5 SoundCloud artists of the week. This is a new thing we're gonna try to do here at the show. Pretty much anybody who sends me anything on the Twitter, I'm listening to everything.
I was like, this motherfucker got a segment now.
Damn,
I got my
I'm super hyped about this.
I got my own shit. Took over.
Well, if you would shut up, he'd get to it.
I'm so proud.
No,
he's grabbing it by the haunches.
I'm just trying to do what I can do, man. But I got a couple of guys here. Low-Key Cody. Shout out to Low-Key Cody. Also, Xotroyy. Zeke Bryant. I listened to pretty much every song you had on your fucking SoundCloud. Waiting for some more shit. Young G 305. Also, listen to a bunch of your stuff. And then I got one local guy that I'm going to try to do at least one, or actually only one out of the 5. Just so that way it's not no favoritism or whatever. But this week, it's our boy Raggedy Andy. He's a local guy here. I listened to a bunch of his tracks. He got a bunch of stuff with James and all the others. So there's going to be links down in the description and everything for all these guys' SoundClouds or whatever it was they sent me. So go check them out. It's a lot different shit out there. There's a lot more out there than just some fucking Migos trap beats. So
there is.
Yeah, there's a whole world of hip hop out there.
It's not like a lot, but there's some of it.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, but
everybody's talking about Zans these days, though. So
y'all are lying.
Yeah,
but the cream. The cream rises to the top.
Hey.
Oh shit! You are the cream.
The cream of the crop.
The creme de la creme.
He's the cream, man.
Shout out Macho Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So that's episode 13 for you, but we got to do this. Okay. Before this, probably I don't know about like next week's episode, but for sure the one after that, or maybe the one after that. Sometime within the next 2 or 3 episodes, I'm gonna get this fucking Google Home Mini, and I'm just gonna throw our names, and I'm gonna say, "Hey Google, pick from the Cottercast." See, it just did it right now. I'm just gonna say, "Pick from the Cottercast."
We should do it.
And
so say it out loud.
Google is just going to pick for us, so it's not biased.
I don't speak Spanish, so I don't understand anything.
Exactly.
So why can't we do it now? You gotta wait.
Yeah, because I don't have it all set up yet, but I have this wheel that we're still spinning.
If you win and we have to do that again, like what is it?
And that's gonna get picked again.
Also, just a quick note: Mark never did steal the wheel.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to not steal the fucking wheel.
To not Mark.
Shit.
To Charles.
Shout out to Mark Astrick.
Balls.
I'm sorry.
Dead center, unanimous, Rudy.
Oh fuck.
Dude.
Rudy, are you prepared?
I'm prepared with one. I was gonna go to my boy E because I know he's got way more underground information than I do.
Yeah, because he digs.
Nah,
hey!
I I'm
Dig it in the
I'm
crates.
gonna quit this show just because you said that. I do not approve. I am gonna pick for my mainstream album, "Born Sinner" by J. Cole.
Hell yes.
Solid.
Shouts to Illuminati.
We could really just record this right now.
We don't even have. We've all heard that shit.
We're
37
roll it now.
But that's gonna be my mainstream. I've been really.
I have time. I'm off of work. Hey, dude, it's the weekend, bitch. Let's go. We can do it right now.
Yo, shouts to R. Kelly.
Why do you
Freaking
gotta-
weekend,
why do
baby.
you
We're gonna cut and then start over again because we already know this episode. We already know
They
this
already
album.
fucked up. Like everything I try to say, it's like it just fucking bass. Damn it.
Fucking basketball.
With the weekend.
The bass hole here.
Sorry.
No, but yeah, I had been battling with who I was gonna pick for my mainstream album if I came up, but
I knew you
figured
were gonna pick Cole. I just didn't know which one.
I no, actually there was another album that I had in mind, but
Don't
I
tell
was like, yeah, I'm not.
I was waiting for 2014 for Xotroyy.
I was thinking about that, but I was like, no, I'm gonna go before Mr. No Features. I don't want to get any shit about that because I mean, Born Sinner,
Double platinum.
fucking.
Ain't no shit, man. It's real tough.
Born Sinner really does hit. I mean, it's if we're going, I don't know, it don't matter Deluxe or not, but if you go listen to it, there's a lot to like in that album.
It
For
should
me,
probably be
especially
Deluxe.
Deluxe if y'all want.
You're doing Deluxe. Fucking
Deluxe.
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 So Born
fucking
Sinner
Deluxe.
Deluxe. That I mean, that's not what started me with J. Cole because I've been listening since the beginning. But man,
Cole
that
World.
when he dropped that album the same day as Yeezus, and man, I was like, if anything, like that was a ballsy
If
move.
there
for
was
him.
any competition that day, it was from J. Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think he outshined him on that. If you compare albums,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we talk about the great versus the up and comer. Like I said, if there's anybody that outshined Yeezus that day, it was
because
gonna
like
be J. Cole.
I
He
think
did it,
I think
know?
leading up to Yeezus, like it was like everybody's anticipating Yeezus, then Cole just says, like I'm gonna drop it the same day.
With features though.
Yeah, whatever. But I that's one of my favorite albums from Cole. I mean, honestly, it's hard not to like an album from Cole for me. But my friend, if you can do me such a favor as to pick somebody
No, he just wants you to
that
do
you have
it.
been listening to, who do you think, whether it's local or not, somebody that we can go with our underground artists?
What is this? What is
I'm
this?
just throwing it on West Side at you.
Oh, I was like, what are you trying to tell me here? Okay, if we're gonna do somebody that I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna pick one of the top 5 SoundCloud.
Yeah,
artists of the
I was
week.
actually gonna recommend that, but I was like, you know what? Again, he's the man that has been fucking doing his work on underground artists, and if you see him work on Twitter, like nonstop, he's just asking for SoundCloud, and he's listening to music.
I put in the work,
He does.
so you don't have to, but you still gotta work because you gotta give me your shit.
You still got.
Yeah,
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 you also.
Still work necessary.
So
He stays ready, so he doesn't have to get ready.
So I think I'm gonna pick Xotroyy. He had a shit ton of songs. They were all pretty much bangers. So I think y'all would all pretty much.
Did
enjoy
any
it.
of those bitches slap?
I think every single one of them did. Every single one slappers.
Nice.
All
I'm
bitches.
super stoked.
It was a slap in the mouth.
I'm super.
I'm super.
It's hard. But yeah, Xotroyy, and again we'll have links for everybody that I mentioned tonight, as well as
Down in descriptions.
all of our own shit, so that way you can get at us, at me with your songs, at anybody with our songs.
Yeah.
Don't at me
Anybody
though.
from the crew.
I'm just gonna talk shit to you if you try to at me.
Yes.
Yeah, remember to send your shit to ealeman 512. That's at Twitter, or you could send it to KOTRR at hiphopfan.com, or add us on Twitter at KOTRRcast. We're all on that shit. We're all there. We're gonna start utilizing our Instagram a little more and shit like that. Still trying to figure it out how I can run 2 Snapchats off the same fucking device. So maybe we'll start using some Snap more. Thinking about twitching the next episode so you can see this live as it's happening, and then it'll be available for you later on. And then on top of that, don't forget about that giveaway. It's still going on because we still ain't hit 200 yet, but we need to. So once we hit 200 followers, we're giving away a month free of Google Play Music, which is what I listen to all my music on. Charles listens to all his music on, and eventually I'm gonna get all these guys to do too. Listen to all their music on
fuck
there,
that.
and then on top of that, not only do you get Google Play Music free for 1 month, the subscription to Google Play Music comes with a subscription to YouTube Red, so you could watch this shit
And not
listen to this
RedTube.
shit.
Yeah, not to be confused with Red
Yeah,
Tube.
no, not
YouTube.
RedTube.
Red.
And X Hamster, don't go there because it's not a place you can buy hamsters from. But yeah, you can actually listen to this in the background while scrolling through Facebook. You don't have to do it commercial free, all that cool shit. So don't forget to follow us. Once again, shout outs to the homies for Giotto Blow, Johnny, Vanny, Uncle Vanny,
WyZe.
Shouts to the homie WyZe, Slaughterhouse, which probably never listened to this. Shouts to them. Shouts to Smoke
Hey,
Bomb.
Joe Budden don't have a job anymore. He might listen to
Hey,
it.
I tagged
actually-
Slaughterhouse, so they're gonna listen. They're gonna hear it.
Slaughterhouse in this bitch. For the rest of the Nights Around Records, I've been VillosaurusWrex.
Don't be crazy if Budden ended up on the show.
Yeah, right, Joe Budden.
Hey, I'm just here to say fuck the Migos. Pussies.
All right, y'all be real. Peace.